Welcome to Car House. This is the Three Pedal Podcast. I'm Al Richards. We have Mike Palumbo.
Hey.
And Dan Pendleton.
Hello.
So you can, I don't even know. Listen to us first time, welcome. And if not, thanks for coming back. And, ding.
Yeah. Let's just preface this episode.
Yeah.
So I think we've all had very, very long weeks.
Yes.
I
worked all day and Dan worked all day.
Yeah.
Mike's been packing.
I have been still in the process of gutting my house, considering we're, T-minus 5 days? 4 days now. So we are recording once again from my basement full of shit and boxes and disasters.
But Dan can manhandle his mic all he wants, and it will not fall off the desk.
Yes. Thankfully, we have a real desk.
Yes.
It's made out of wood.
Fortunately, here we have a real desk setup, so it's nice.
Hey,
but
not bad.
I'm maybe a couple months away from doing my basement, so we'll
Can't
see
wait
how
to
that
be in
happens.
that done.
regardless, at the new house, we'll have a recording spot in the
Yeah.
basement for all of us, and
Yep.
a nice little bar area that we've got down there.
We'll figure it out. So, I guess we'll just start off with, I broke down at work in a customer car, and I didn't have my cell phone on me. I didn't know what to do. So the complaint, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, Dan, but I went on a test drive. The complaint was there's a power issue. There's a power issue when you're driving.
Yep.
All kinds of lights come on. So I start the car up and no lights are on. So I was like, I'll just take it up the hill a little bit.
Hit the highway.
No, I'm not. I never do that. So, but like maybe a eighth of a mile up, there's a turn that you can pull a U-turn and come back. I usually just rip up that way when I put new brakes on it and come back just to break them in so there's no road noise. I get up there, I get to the U-turn spot, and the fucking car stalls on me. All the lights come on. Will not start back up. I'm sitting in the turn lane.
What day was this?
Tuesday.
Okay. What time?
10 in the morning. All right. I don't know what to do.
What's your closest location that you can walk to? Like,
Back to Mini. I'm literally an eighth of a mile. I was not going far. I was just
you
going
can
to
run that.
I was just going to rip up the hill and come back and just scan it. So I was like, I'll just see if it They were complaining.
Code. Yeah.
They were complaining about a hesitation or whatever. It stalls right at the turnaround. I was like, I don't have my phone on me. I don't know what to do. I put the hazards on. I'm trying to start the car 10 times. I was like, I don't want to leave the car here, but I have no choice. I sit there for 5 minutes. I see this old guy walking down with a cane, and I'm like, I should yell at the window of this guy and be like, hey, you want to tell them down at Mini that I'm broke down up the road. I thought about it for a half a second. I was like, this guy doesn't give a fuck. I sit there, and I'm like, I got no choice. I get out of the car. I look to the right, make sure no cars are going to hit me. I run across the road. I get maybe 5 feet, and a BMW X1 pulls up right beside me. She's like, you need a ride? I'm like, yes, I do.
No shit.
Yep.
Really?
I was wearing my work uniform. You know what I mean?
nice.
It said Mini at Bedford, and I was like, yes, I need a ride. She gives me a ride. She pulls in the parking lot. She's like, which one? Because we have the new Genesis dealership next to us that's opening in a couple weeks. I was like, oh, over here, Mini. She drops him off. I was like, oh, thank you. I had told her, I was like, I didn't bring my phone. I didn't know what to do. I was like, thanks for the ride. Whatever. She leaves me. I go inside, and I tell the service writer, I grab a jump pack and a scan tool. And I have the other service writer who's been there for like 6 months. He grabs a loaner, gives me a ride back up there. I scan it. I can't even communicate with the main DME, the main ECU.
Yep.
Put a jump pack on it, still doesn't start. I tell him, I was like, go back and get, I don't even remember what I told him. I told him to get something. I get out of the car, and he's like, oh, maybe it's mouse issues, because we have a lot of mouse issues. I pop the hood. I grab the jump post, and it's loose. And I go, hey, go back, grab a 13 mil and an 8 mil, and come back so I can try to fix this. And as I say it, I push the terminal all the way to one side. I hop back in there, I start it up. And it started up, and I just turned the U-turn, started going down. It stalled automatically as soon as I pulled the U-turn. I coasted back into the dealer.
Lost continuity.
Yeah, because it was the main power that basically powered the ECM.
Yeah.
So I ended up coasting in. I get to the back door, and that's as far as I got. And I opened the door and I yelled, "Push car!" And then they all came and pushed me into my bay. And I popped the hood. I pulled the thing off. So the guy said he got a new battery put in because he let it sit all winter and didn't drive it. And the D-bag that put the battery in didn't tighten the 213s that went from the battery. So I zapped him down
Easy.
and cleared the faults. And then I did the oil change and then wrote my notes for everything else.
That'll be $249
Bring
for
your
diagnostic.
phone,
Thank
dude.
you.
I always bring my phone, but I wasn't planning on driving the car.
Yeah.
I got in the car. I usually just bring it around back. And I was like, I'm just going to drive it real quick. And
Just see if it kills me.
and it was hot
Imagine
that
if that
day
happened,
too.
you were doing 50 on the highway.
Oh my God.
Or 70.
I mean, moral of the story: good people still exist.
Yeah.
At least if you're
No,
in
that's weird.
at least if you're in
Yeah.
a work uniform.
Dude, was weird. I was driving to work the other day, right in front of exit 3, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Right near the gas station there in Candia. And I see this kind of sketchy guy looking real sketchy. It was like, I don't know, 8 in the morning.
Was it my dad?
I probably.
No,
was
no,
there
go
a
on.
dead Corolla? And he just throws a thumb out there like it was the most natural thing I've ever seen.
So was my dad. My dad has hitchhiked from Gilmington.
Candia?
From
No.
Gilmington to Manchester.
and I was like,
I can't believe people pick him up.
it's
He
an old
looks
school
homeless.
effort. Yeah, no, this guy he looked like he might murder you. And I was just like, I don't know if he got a ride. I have no idea, but I wasn't going to give him a ride.
No.
So
No.
good people do exist,
Yep.
but I think if you're wearing a uniform,
It's
it
a
helps.
little
different
different.
story. Yeah.
So if you're trying to murder someone, just wear a uniform.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
I'll let you borrow some T-shirts. It's true.
Yeah.
though.
Trick a lot of
7
people.
minutes and 51 seconds in, and shit's already gone off track.
It's a
This
dirty
is now a
game.
murder podcast.
Yep. It's murder porn.
Murder, yeah.
Murder porn.
Shit.
Oh,
Well,
man.
it
No, but
sounds
it
like
just-
that worked out pretty nicely, actually.
It was. I couldn't believe it. As I was sitting there, I was like, I gotta walk back to work in my work boots.
It's
in
not that
black.
far.
No, but it
eighth
was
of a mile. That's not that.
It
far.
was fucking hot out
Oh,
this week.
it has been hot.
It was a Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't remember what day it was, but I was like, it's fucking hot.
This whole week was brutal.
Yeah. So, but yeah, she picked
At
me
least
up.
you guys
and-
have air conditioning.
Yeah.
Guess who does not?
You get to wear shorts. I could probably wear shorts and they might not
that's-
say anything.
That's awesome when the
No,
humidity is
I know.
158%.
No, Thursday and Friday this week was brutal. Thursday I thought was hot, but Friday was like,
You know what it's like wearing shorts in a shop that's like 100 degrees or 100% humidity? It's like jumping in a kiddie pool and then trying to do a wiring diagnosis.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that shit's
you know?
tough.
Or you're running around a million. I mean, I was sweating. I was drinking. I think I drank multiple gallons of water each day. And you know how like you can judge how hydrated you are by like just when you
How much you
pee?
piss?
By how often you
You-
pee.
and how yellow-
You
you
peed
didn't
once
pee?
a day.
and how yellow it is.
Yeah.
Like usually I can get my pee to be pretty clear. It was like
yellow.
bright yellow. I'm like
Yeah.
I can't drink enough water to sustain.
If it makes you feel any better, so like this morning we started fairly early. Like the boys needed to get outside because they were rambunctious.
Amateur
So, like,
wrestlers.
Yeah. Straight up WWE in this bitch every day.
Fucking crazy, dude.
But yeah, I mean, I was outside at like 8:45 because
So
like
hot.
I needed to cut the grass. Like I'm not going to be a dick and leave the new owners with like a new
Yep.
a forest in the yard. So like I got out and cut the grass, and like my neighbors next door, they were doing like a neighborhood yard sale today and stuff like that, which helped us because I put a bunch of stuff out for free, and like we saw that.
Oh, that's
the
even better.
dressers that are outside, like people are coming to pick those up tonight. Like someone took an old set of golf clubs I have. Like we had some other stuff out there
Dude,
that went.
we missed out on a fucking
Race
chair
chair.
for the podcast room.
Oh my god! Yeah, so two
I
two
think I
houses.
showed him, but
two,
He's-
yeah,
he showed me a
yeah,
picture.
two houses up. They had
That shit doesn't last on the street.
well,
Everybody's gaming nowadays.
We're not
Or
on
podcasting.
we're not on a main street, so it's like there's no way that
Somebody
stuff's
in the
gonna go.
neighborhood grabbed
Like there's
that.
a scrapper that drives around Concord, so it's like we know that if we were to put something out that's metal, like he would 100% take it.
And tell that to the hatch that's sitting out in front of my yard for the last 6 days.
Dude, bring it here. He'll pick it up in 2
I
seconds.
put a Mark II hatch out in the front yard. It's
yeah.
been there since Sunday. I thought somebody would pick
Yeah.
it up before Monday.
This guy has like an O2 Ranger. He rips about $120 down our road every single day, and he is ready to pick stuff up.
Respect your local scrapper. Just getting rid of people's shit.
But no, so like I saw it out there, and I was like, well, when we're at Al's house, when we have a guest,
we need a good.
I
chair.
get that garbage wooden chair with Lara's.
Oh, that's weird. I
With
brought
Lara's
that.
throw cushion on it.
I forgot. He doesn't have a good comfortable chair.
Yeah, so
No, he's got the kitchen chair with the cushion on it.
yeah, so we were driving back, and we were like, hey,
Let's grab that.
we should grab it and just throw it in the back of the X3, so that way next time we record at Al's house, like I've got a chair. Who would have thought? It's gone.
Dude, it wasn't even an hour.
It wasn't even an hour because we got to El Rodeo, and then we still had from before we had the mini splits put in. I had one floor standing AC left, and when we were cleaning out our storage area today, I was like, Sean, just throw it up on Facebook Marketplace for like $150. I'm like, first offer that comes in, I'm like, just take it and get rid of it.
Yep.
So someone threw out $100, and I was like, cool, done. They were supposed to get it at 2:30. She couldn't get it at 2:30. We ended up going out for dinner, and then of course the second we pull into the parking lot at El Rodeo, she's like, I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Love
And I'm
that.
like,
Hey.
so dropped Sean on the boys off, went back. I just put it in the driveway so that way she can come and pick it up. But I saw the chair, and I was like, ooh, I should just pick it up and grab it. And then when we left dinner, I was like, on the way back, let's grab it.
He hopped in with us, and I was like, hey, there's a chair up here across the street from your house. We should grab it. And he's like, yeah.
And it's gone.
It was gone.
I think I propose a little contest between the three of us. When you're settled in the new house, I think all three of us should pick a vintage car chair, like a car seat. And I think we should just spend a weekend and just make.
I mean, I know what
sick-
my vintage chair would be.
We know it's going to be a
but-
Saab.
No,
Vintage.
no. I would get a Mark V Plaid GTI or GLI seat.
Fuck yeah. And I think you could take.
You could
build
get those
it
cheap.
So
too.
there's a few guys who have tutorials online. I mean, we could do it obviously,
Yeah.
but like it's cool that somebody's documented how they did it. But if you want a cool office chair and you want a car seat, you can basically take any car seat you want.
Anything.
You just have to modify the base. You might have to do a little welding. I think we should do it. I think we should.
Yeah.
I
But
think we
that's
should try to up our game. What would you? You would have to have it do a trophy Recaro, probably, right?
I actually saw a single trophy.
Yeah.
And I thought about you when I saw it.
I saw it too. It
But
was
I was
like
like, it's useless.
$600,
to you.
right?
Yeah, it was
So
expensive.
expensive
You
now.
could probably snag it for $400.
There's
but
a,
I took a set of trophy Recaros and I put them in a 91 SI, and I took the rails off both, and I basically had to drill through the SI rails where the bolts were, and I mounted up, and I grabbed the cable that did the release, and I kind of wrapped it in there shorter, and it worked. It had the slides and shit.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, you can figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, if I could find a set of two, I would 100% graft it to the
The rig.
sim rig 100%.
yeah.
We could do that.
Yeah, we should. I actually found there's a.
Let's see if we can get the
Porsche-
seats done before I do the basement setup.
Yeah. No, it'd just be cool.
Yeah. Oh, I
And
agree.
And we should start recording like actual like image, like a video of us.
So because
we're pretty
that's
cool.
The goal. That's the goal. Like when the basement is set up,
Yeah.
that would be the goal.
Yeah.
You know, I have the cameras, I have the software to do it. It's just a matter of
Just what the world needs, a bunch of
Yeah.
our ugly mugs recording.
No.
no. No, but I've
They can
actually,
monitor how many beers we drink.
Yep. yeah.
They can send in help, maybe.
Yep.
No, but
No, but that's the plan. And like once the basement is set up, we can decorate the fucking room and
Yeah.
put shelves up
that'd be
and
sweet.
You know what I mean? I have, like I said, I have the cameras, I have the computer. We can easily do it.
I'm doing. I talked to a guy this week. He's gonna put a mini split in the attached garage.
Okay.
So we should be able to set something up that's easy to move.
Yeah.
Because I think
Like,
that would be a good setup
for the most
us.
part. This is easy to set up. Just we need a dedicated computer.
Yeah.
I mean, because it'll be fun if we switch it up too.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's
Which
like
I'm fine with.
Yeah,
I
because
just-
it's like we do one at your house, so that way not every week where
Yeah. If it's just us three, it'll be super easy to move, and
Yeah.
depending on the guest, we can do it at somebody
yeah,
else's
like
house.
depending. I mean, we all live.
Yeah.
Well,
you guys
We're
within-
gonna be wicked close.
Yeah, I mean, we're
you
gonna
guys
be,
will be super
we're gonna
close,
be 5 minutes down
and
the
I'm
street
only
from each other.
15, maybe 20 max from you.
Yeah.
and
I think it depends on what you drive.
Yeah.
But Golfar is about 10 minutes.
the
from your house.
Teos might take me 15, 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
slow.
you guys were out early though, sweating it out.
Oh yeah. So
I don't know where.
I don't
we're
even
at.
know where we were going with that.
Well, we were
Oh,
talking about how you can't stay hydrated in this.
Oh
heat.
yeah. So obviously today was balls out. It sucked. So it's like I was out. I started cutting
It was
the
like
grass.
90. I think
Dude.
I think it was 90. It was 93.
Today. It might have been. I don't know.
I think so. When I got in, you know how the readout's a little
Yeah.
off on some cars. I think it was like 90 plus, and the humidity was.
Yeah.
don't know.
I legit I was like dripping.
When I pulled
in
into his driveway, he was like at the end of his garage. He was like wet.
So
Yeah, I had
right
like a
between
gray
his
tank
titties.
top on, and I was just.
And
it
he
was
just
dark
looked
gray.
like somebody beat him down. Like he just looked miserable.
Well, 'cause I'm
and,
like-
I show up with my 1/2 inch impact and my 3/8 impact ready to go, and he just did not look like he wanted anything to do with it.
No, because we had to break down the swing
I
set
know.
because the
Yeah, I
mover
know.
said they'll take the swing set, but we were like, yeah, between like cutting the grass, we cleaned out the remaining of the shed that like we're not taking with us.
Yep.
So did that. We ended up cleaning pretty much the entire garage. We got the whole storage area done. Love my mother-in-law for coming up today and
I
watching.
didn't know she was gonna be here.
Yeah, and literally watching the boys pretty
So
much.
moving is amazing.
all day while we could do all this stuff.
So you're having a great time moving.
No,
No.
I am.
A little bit worn down.
I am the type of person that I don't like to rush time.
Yeah.
Because like you want to try to enjoy like every moment that you've got.
If you
I
look at this
cannot-
house, you would not think they're moving
No.
in 5 days.
Well, so just when I walked in, I go, Mike must be insane right now
Inside,
because
Oh, I'm a basket
dying
case.
right
I'm
now.
a
Mike-
basket case.
Mike is a neat person. He likes having things in order. Like I'm the same way.
he was vacuuming up Oreos, Cheerios,
Yeah, and graham crackers.
and graham
'Cause-
crackers.
Well, like it's tough when you're transitioning from
Yeah.
where you're living to a different place because not only are you moving all your stuff, but you're going through everything you have, and you're like, oh my god, why do I have so much shit?
Well, and then on top of it, you're managing. So like if you're new to the podcast and you don't know, like my oldest son just turned 3 and my youngest will be 2 next month. So it's like you're
great
managing
ages.
you're managing or trying to manage anyway the emotions of 2 toddlers.
Yeah.
As you're packing stuff up, boxes everywhere.
Yeah, dude.
And like they know, I mean, my oldest understands, like he's always excited being like, oh, new home. Like he knows we're moving, but it's still like he doesn't grasp the magnitude of like, hey buddy, like I've got to pack up like all your toys, all your stuff. Like we have to take everything with us. So like next week is going to be next week, I mean, literally in a couple days, is going to be a mind fuck for him because
It's all going to be gone.
well, that's the thing. I mean, they're going to go to daycare on Wednesday.
everything
The
he's ever known.
the movers are coming on Wednesday. Like they're going to leave Wednesday morning and they're not coming back here.
Yeah.
Because like we have a hotel Wednesday night because everything's going to be out of the house.
Yeah.
So we're not going to, we're obviously, what are we going to do? Just sleep on the floor and like have no toys or anything like that. So it's
You could
like,
do that with just you and Shauna. but
yeah,
not with
yeah,
the
no,
kids.
yeah. John and I
Yeah.
would do that. Like I remember,
Yeah.
like when we moved into our first house, like it was the first night we had nothing. Like Holso and I went to Best Buy. I bought a new TV. The TV's sitting, leaning up against the wall because I'm waiting for the TV, like the mount
Sounds like
to
my
show
first
up.
apartment.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, it was a blast. Like we ordered takeout and we literally just sat on the floor and had a great time. But like we can't do that now. So it's like we have a hotel for Wednesday night.
Nice.
But I am.
Are you guys thinking the Cadillac Motel?
No, we didn't do that. No.
Stay for a night or stay for a
No,
lifetime.
Shauna even threw out staying in Manchester, and I was like, nah.
No, come on. If for anybody that's listening, if you know the Cadillac Motel, it is a legendary motel in downtown Manchester.
Is it legendary?
It kind of is.
It's had the same slogan for how many years? I mean,
decades.
Since as long as you can
Yeah.
remember, right? And
I mean,
it's
it is probably the
stay
only
for a
pla-
life or stay for a night or stay
You could
for a
life.
lifetime.
I bet you if you Googled that slogan, it would come up with
Oh,
the
100%.
Cadillac.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only hotel that you can lay in the bed and instantly get syphilis.
Fun fact. Did you know that Elm Street in Manchester is the
Yes.
longest dead end road?
Yep.
Double dead end.
Dead end, one
Double
end
dead
to
end,
the
yep.
other, longest road
Still
in
a
America.
great city. Still a great city though.
Is it?
I don't care. I don't care what anybody says
I
about
like it. I like it.
Manchester, you can't.
I
beat it.
am so
I like
disappointed
Manchester.
in myself that I've gone out in Manchester twice in the last month.
On.
It's not that bad.
I like Manchester. If it has some charm to it.
I'd rather go out in Manchester than go down to Boston.
What about Nashua?
I'm
You like
not
a Nashua? Nashua's it's a little bit of a.
I mean,
feel
it's
like
almost
very
the same
similar.
thing. It's almost the same thing. There's
similar.
probably less bars.
I mean,
on
realistically,
Main Street.
I mean, realistically, if you're picking the big three, right? You go out in Concord. Concord's great. It's still got like the small towny feel. There's some decent
Less bars,
great
less good bars,
less bars, good restaurants.
I want to say
would
there's
argue-
probably more bars in Concord than there are in Nashua on the main road.
You have Panucci's. You have Peddler's Daughter.
Margaritas.
You have now. There's a bunch of new.
Oh wait, you're talking about
restaurants.
Nashua.
Yep. So Nashua is actually kind of a hidden gem. If you haven't been there, it's awesome. It's the gate city, dude. Right before.
Yeah, no,
so
I
if
get
you
it.
want to hang out with a bunch of people from
Bunch of
Massachusetts,
D-gens.
Yeah.
no, but I grew up there, dude. It's legit.
No, I get
it's
it. I
legit.
get it. I
the
get it.
gate city to arguably the worst part of Massachusetts.
Well, listen. You know, I was born in Lowell. I moved to Tingsboro, and then I moved to Nashua. So, but going back to your boys, I don't remember moving when I was 5 from Tingsboro. I don't remember any of that
funny.
shit.
Shauna and I were talking about that, and so like when I was born, my parents had just recently moved up to New Hampshire, and we had a condo on Wellington Hill in Manchester in Fox Hollow.
Yep.
So I still remember the number. It was 228.
Oh.
We moved out of that house when I was 3.
So I remember moving out of my mom's first apartment right across from Pappy's on Elm Street.
Yep.
I remember vaguely
How
living.
old?
I was under 3.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
I remember.
I remember
that.
little bits about Tingsboro.
Yeah, I
but
can remember the
remember.
layout of
That's
that
crazy.
condo. Like you walked in, the kitchen was to the right. It had a little bay window bump out, and it was kind of like a galley kitchen. And then you'd walk down, like when you were in the front door, the stairs were to the left. You had the living room in front. There was a door in the living room that went down to the basement. And there was like track lighting and stuff like that in the basement, and a slider that opened up to a little balcony. And when you went upstairs, it was a 2-bedroom condo. So you'd walk up, the bathroom was like, the stairs would turn to the hallway. The bathroom was right in front of you.
So clearly it's a vivid memory.
Yeah, my room was on the left side.
You got violated.
There was something.
No.
There was something that traumatized
But
him.
what I do remember
No, I
is
get
that when my dad had his B3 Passat, when we were living there,
That's cool.
I remember waking up during a lightning thunderstorm one night, and I remember seeing a shadow by his car. And I was like, oh shit. I thought, like, and I fell back asleep because I thought it was a dream, and woke up the next morning. His window was busted out, and someone stole the leather shift boot.
Oh my god.
Just the shift boot.
Just the shift,
crazy.
just the leather shift boot.
So this makes me think of this comedy skit about the guy who was talking about whether you should take your kids to Disney at a certain age because they don't remember yesterday.
Yep.
And it was just funny because it was like, you lock your kid in the closet. Do you remember yesterday? It's like, is it worth creating memories if you can't remember anyway?
We were literally
You know?
talking about that with somebody. Was it you? No.
What, tonight? Oh.
No, it was with my coworker, the recon kid. He helped me do the Tiguan Springs today. I needed something else I'm going to bring up later with doing the alignment. But he was hanging out with me in the shop today. But he was talking about it. He's like, oh, I'm going to wait till my kid's like 5. And I was like, yeah. I brought Lainey when she was like 6.
Yeah.
But I go, I don't see a point in under a certain age because 1, they can't go on a bunch of rides, and 2, you can't go on a bunch of rides because
With
they
them?
can't. Yeah.
Oh,
you
so
know what I
there
mean?
is an age
There's a height requirement.
Yeah,
There's a height
so-
requirement.
Yeah.
So like,
So it actually does make sense.
yes.
Yeah.
You know, but like you can do rider like switch off. Like, you know, you and Shauna could go on. You could go on the ride, and then switch at the end, and then she can go on the ride.
Well, that's why we talks is like my parents were like, hey, when Logan turns 5, because Cole will be 4, and both of my boys are beasts.
brick shit houses.
Yeah, they're both brick shit
Dude,
houses.
fucking, I'm throwing Cole in the air, and Logan's like, throw me. I'm like, you're too goddamn heavy.
Dude,
I'm like, I can't throw
weigh
you.
almost 40 pounds.
Yeah.
And
I was like, I
he's
can't throw you like that.
But
Yeah.
they were like, when they're 5, like we're gonna take you guys to Disney.
Yeah, 5's a good age.
Yeah. So, and I was like, that would be good because I'm like, Logan will definitely, especially with how he's trending, he's 100% going to be at the height
Yeah.
requirement at that point, and Cole will be,
Borderline.
he'll be probably pretty damn close. I think he's going to be bigger than Logan.
There's like,
But-
I think it's like, I forget what it is, but it's like 48 inches is like the last height requirement.
Yeah.
But like before that,
I think it's
only
I think it's like 40 or 42
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah, it's
and
like
that's the thing,
42.
And Logan's already 30. He's 39 or 40
yeah,
inches,
that's what I'm
and
saying.
Cole's
There's like 4 rides
Yeah.
you can't go on, so it's fine.
How tall are you?
6'5".
You're 6'2".
I don't know.
Uh,
6
You-
feet?
you're not.
6'1"?
You're not short.
You're taller than
definitely.
me.
6'1", I think.
Okay, you're taller than me, and I used to be 6 feet, and I'm like 5'10" and 3/4" or some
What?
shit.
This-
like I'm legit.
This man's
shrinking.
aging himself again,
Dude,
just
yeah.
like it's.
dude lost height, and it
Yeah.
all went to his calves.
It all
went to his calves.
went to
just
my calves.
compressed down.
Al's luscious calves.
Dude, it's crazy. Every time I go in for my annual fucking checkup,
They're like,
I was like,
compliment.
there's no way I'm not short. But every time I'm like,
They're
fuck.
just like,
I'm
look, dude, you lost 3 inches
Yeah.
because your calves are 7 inches.
it's crazy. I've like literally lost like an inch in height over
Is
the
that-
last like 10 years.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
I legit
it's
when I was
insanity.
when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, I was 6 feet, and I'm under 5'11" now. It just like I don't know. As you get older, your back compresses
everything-
and shit.
everything
and
starts to suck
and
more.
I'm almost 50, so like I'm getting fucking old.
I can't even believe that, dude. You don't even. He
I know.
doesn't.
Al aged himself. He aged himself at dinner. He was sitting there. He's like, Laura was like, "Oh, we're going to see Toy Story in theaters." And Al was like, "Yeah, when it came out, I was 17,
Mike was like 5.
5."
So you're 12 years older than.
I must be.
Yeah, because you're 47.
Yeah.
and I'm
I'll
30,
be 48. I'll be 48 in like 28 days.
yeah, and I'm 35. I'll be 36 in November. So
Yeah, wild, dude.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
I mean, that's not that old. Don't worry
No,
about it. I was
but, like-
sitting next to a guy.
It's just
recently.
crazy.
He was 61, and he was like, "My dad's 91." And he's like, I've got 3 kids, and it was just an interesting conversation. He was just like, it's crazy. Like, you just go through life, and everything kind of starts to suck more when you get older. But as long as you stay moving,
Yep.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I've ridden with guys. I've ridden bikes, and this is why I like bikes so much, because it doesn't suck as much as running.
No, it doesn't.
Sorry to the
Hey.
people who love running, and then running is good for you as well, but riding bikes, you're going faster, there's wind, it doesn't suck as much most of the time. I rode with a guy who had to be 75 years old, and he had calves like you, but he was a beast, dude, and I was fucking struggling to keep up with him. And this was 6, 7, 8 years ago when I was like riding a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like,
When you did
I
that
was
like
fast.
100K.
I did that a few years, but
Yeah.
I was fast at one point, and I am arguably not fast anymore. I try to just keep riding.
because you're approaching 40.
Right. I try to keep riding. I'm gonna ride to your house as much as I can, because that's a decent hill right up that way. But honestly, that guy was a beast, and I remember talking to him, and he was like, he was tatted up. He was like just an old school road biker guy, and he was like, you just gotta stay in motion, dude.
Yeah.
Because as you get older, it gets harder and harder. But if you can continue to just stay in motion, stay active, you stay young.
I mean, that's why I play softball.
Hey, stop crinkling your cord over there.
I don't-
All
this
I hear in the
Can you
microphone.
hear it?
Oh, all I hear is tippy tap tap tap. Tippy,
This is
tap,
what I do
tap.
every episode. I wrap that shit around my fingers.
There's mice chewing on the wire.
It's crazy.
The goddamn Mises.
I don't know. I have to do something with my hands. I don't know.
Fucking
But like,
give him a Game Boy.
yeah.
He was around for that. Oh, by the way,
we all were.
have you guys seen the movie about Tetris?
Yes.
That was a good one.
Yeah, the dude went to
actually
Russia.
Surprised. So it's loosely based on a
obviously.
true story.
Obviously.
I was actually, Mike, you should check it out. It's very good. It goes a lot into business
Yep.
and then also Russia, the Soviet Union, at the time when Tetris came out and they were developing the Game Boy and all that. There's a lot in that movie.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like the guy who
What's
invented it
what's it
wasn't
on?
allowed to sell the rights to it, and then
I don't know what it
dude.
was on. Here, I'll
I
find
wanna
out.
say it was.
Keep talking about it. but-
I think it was HBO,
Was it on HBO?
or it could have been, Apple or one of those.
One of those.
No, I don't think it was Apple. I
Another
don't think it was Apple.
goddamn streaming service paywall.
Straight. It wasn't Prime. Or,
Damn it!
Netflix has like arguably terrible movies.
Taron Egerton was in it. I did not know that at the time. You can watch it on Prime.
Yeah. Oh, it is Prime.
Yep,
It is
yep.
Prime. Yeah.
All right, that's
But
good.
no, it was really
a really good movie.
I watched it. It was
Yeah.
really good.
Kind of a success story.
Yep.
But
It
also
should have never happened.
Yeah, like the success story around Tetris the game was really cool actually, and the way that like the communism in Russia
Yeah.
and the Soviet Union, it was really dicey. Like a lot of people,
He had to
would've
keep
lost a lot
going
of
back and
money.
forth and shit.
Yeah, it was cool. It
Man,
was a cool movie.
If people came to listen about cars in the first half an hour, they're going to be real disappointed.
Real disappointed.
Cars will still be here.
But staying active, like one of my things was I hit a home run this week. I hit a dinger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We don't
So-
have like a noise thing that we can do.
No, I don't. I
You
don't
get
have
a car.
You get a car.
No,
But I
no free cars.
I
It's
hit
awful.
I hit an oppo dinger, so I hit it towards right, like center, instead of
Fuck
like
yeah.
pulling it hard.
Wait, you swing? You're a lefty?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
But it
went right down first base, basically?
It was more like between first and second,
Nice.
but I try to hit that way.
Oh.
So I
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
oppo.
yeah, you're right.
So
Yeah,
instead
yeah,
of
no,
pulling it
sorry.
hard,
Yeah,
my problem was I used to pull it, and I'd either bury it at third base or shortstop or pop up in the outfield. And I'm not like the fastest runner, but I'm pretty fast. So I would just try to leg it out. And if I know the third baseman can't fucking throw, I'll try to drill it at him and try to beat him out. You know, just to be a dick. But 99% of the time, there's a girl out in right field. You know, sometimes they can catch, sometimes they can't. And if I know they can't catch, I'm putting it at them every time.
No, I mean, that's the rule of the game when you played
Yeah.
baseball, was that you knew
Yep.
every opponent on your team. It didn't matter who it was. You were
Yeah.
aiming for that one person. 'cause
Especially
you
when
knew
you're
it
like
was
5 or
almost a
6 innings
guaranteed
in
hit.
and you
Yeah.
start watching. There was this one kid that was in right center, and unless it went right to him, he wasn't catching
yeah.
it. He was kind of a bigger kid. So if he had to backpedal, he couldn't keep his eye on the ball and run back. But I ended up, and my eyes aren't the greatest, I ended up pushing it that way. I've been letting the ball get super deep. It's slow pitch softball. I've been letting it get super.
Don't get too impressed, people.
Don't get too excited. But I've been letting it get super deep over the plate before I swing, and I hit it. And as I'm rounding second, I saw it bounce. I thought it bounced over the fence, and they're like, "No, it's a home run." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was wearing my meta glasses, so I recorded it. I'm maybe like Wednesday, I'll throw it on the 3 pedals, you know. But like I recorded it and I caught it, but I couldn't tell that it bounced but it bounced on the other side of the fence, and I was all pumped.
Always remember that stuff.
Yeah.
I remember my first home run in
It was
Little
my
League.
first oppo home run.
Yeah.
I hit one like 4 weeks ago. It hit the top of the fence. It had like orange corrugated over the fence, so you don't like kill yourself if you try to lean over it. But I hit one, and it hit the top of the fence and went over.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah.
if anybody knows good old East Little League in Manchester.
Oh yeah, I played there.
Yeah, no, my first home run was left field,
Yep.
just right over, went into the farm field, and it was a night game, and I couldn't see.
Oh, minor league.
I couldn't
Yep.
see. No, it was in the majors field.
No, majors went over to the pony field.
Well, I don't know, maybe back in 1887 when you
No,
were
no,
playing.
don't give me that
No,
shit.
because they had the farm field.
Yeah,
So
the
when you
farm
were in the
field-
majors
farm-
field,
No, the farm field went over to the minors. The minors went over to the farm field. The majors went over to the pony field.
So there was only 3 fields when I was
four.
playing.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was. There was only 3 fields.
No, there's 4 fields there right now.
3 fields.
No, there's 4.
When I played.
I will, after this is done, I'm going to pull up the map. There's 4 fields.
You had the farm. So you had the farm field that was on basically the Mammoth Road side.
Oh, wait. That's not East Little League.
Yeah, you're not thinking of East.
Oh, wait.
I'm thinking of East by Elliott.
I retract my full statement.
What are we talking about, guys?
We're talking about Little League.
I'm getting argumentative about the wrong field.
Jesus.
East, there's only 3.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm talking about Central Little League.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
No, you're right.
So Central, you're right there.
Yes.
East, you're wrong.
No, you're right.
But yeah, no, it went into the farm field because
Mike hit stingers into the farm field.
And it was my first home run, and I was like,
maybe that should be the title of the episode.
You know what? 100%.
Hitting dingers.
Or
dingers.
Mike hits dingers into left field. That would be because this whole episode is left field.
Jeez. It'll make way more sense.
All right, hold on.
40 minutes
Somebody is gonna be driving in like a Mark II listening to this, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are we talking?"
It's
about?
going to be Ethan.
I don't think Ethan does podcasts. He told me he doesn't really listen.
Oh, I thought he listened.
Maybe to one episode.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, all right, but let's transition.
Yeah,
so Al, for Dan and I, we really have no idea what Al's going to throw out here, but Al's got a bunch of bullet points of things he wants to talk about.
We wanted to talk about him breaking
All right,
down on a
so I got the
customer's car.
broke down.
Yeah.
I got the home run. All right.
What else we got?
Tiguan. 2025, 2026. I think they're the same thing, but
They are.
whatever. 2026 Tiguan. Why is it 2 things? When you're pulling into a bay and you hang your head out the left window.
There's an ignition switch in the seat.
Yes. What the fuck?
Yeah. They took that from the ID4. That was their first electric. Obviously, Volkswagen's first. Well, not their first electric vehicle.
Like, how are you supposed to pull in the bay without fucking up somebody's wheels?
Ask Volkswagen.
And hang your head out the window to make sure you're in the right spot.
I think they just want everyone in the automotive industry to commit suicide
Yes.
for no reason.
I was
have no
so
idea.
fucking mad.
Yeah.
So
It makes no sense.
No.
And when you're trying to pull up on the alignment rack and you start to like,
all right,
you want a
that
guy
was
to-
my
Yeah.
second. That was my second thing.
Did you notice you have to go through the screen to make sure that you disengage the automatic?
So that's what I was going to
Yeah,
ask you.
yeah.
Is there a way?
Yeah, you got to
to
go through the
disable it?
screen. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can't roll the car in neutral.
No.
Unless you deactivate
I had to get the
it.
recon kid out back.
Yep.
I basically put the car in the air because I couldn't put it in neutral. I couldn't get out of the car.
Yep.
So I parked the car. I went and got him. He sat in the car after I got the heads on and shit.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, get in the car, flip the thing into neutral, put the e-brake down, just sit there. So I rolled the kit, I rolled the car forward, set it all up, and I was like, all right, you can hop out now, and I finished the alignment. But I was so fucking mad that
Yeah,
I was
what
like,
is
how
it?
are you...
Anti-roll, right? Isn't that what
well-
they call it? Deactivate
I don't know,
anti-roll?
all I can say is that every single assist system on those newer Tiguans, we went down. what was
Oh,
it,
yeah,
2
you have one.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago we were in downtown Concord and we were in one of the not the Store Street garage, the other one.
were
I
in
can't
the
think of the
garage.
name, but whatever. We were in a parking garage and I went to go back into a spot, and someone like 5 spots down was pulling out of their spot, jammed the brakes on, hit the emergency brake on, and I was just like,
Bro.
what? I'm like, what's going on? And then of course there's 3 cars trying to turn, and I'm like all pissed off because it's like I'm trying to figure out.
Fuck.
Yeah, they're way too aggressive, way too sensitive.
So when I'm maneuvering vehicles at work, it really does make me dislike new cars.
Yeah.
So the new cars are idiot proof for idiot drivers.
Yes.
So
and I get it.
and
Like-
that honestly, I think we're all complaining about that now because we're driving some of these vehicles.
Yes.
And working on them sucks too. But
But the
at
normal
same
person
time,
will never notice, like, you hanging your head out the window.
No,
You know what I mean? That's the problem.
Well, somebody might if they're like, hey,
Eventually,
you know,
yeah.
there's going to be people who are, but eventually people are just going to conform to it.
Yep.
But part of it, don't you feel like it's almost stealing some of your freedom?
So that goes into the conversation that we were having, I feel like, when we were driving back from dinner tonight, where it was like, we brought up like AI.
Yep.
Right. So it's like all my coworkers are like, why don't you use it? Well, not all of them, but why don't you use AI for like this, that, and the other thing? And personally, not a big fan of AI. Like I'm like kind of old school. Like I like technology for certain things.
Well, I'm going to send you all my
it.
emails.
Don't love it for a lot of things.
You can rewrite them.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Don't love it for a lot of things. But
There's certain applications that work really well, and if everyone's going to use it, I feel like it's kind of it sucks. I don't think people should use it if it's going to create problems for the earth. But
where it came from was the fact that like we were talking about the X3, and it was the same deal. It's like the Volkswagen, like there's no physical buttons. Everything is controlled through the screens. Yeah. And it was like basically where the conversation ended up going, long story short, was like I feel like in the next like 10 years there's almost going to be a revolt on technology. Will you stop with that fucking cord?
It wasn't me.
For the record, it was out.
It was me. It wasn't me.
But like I feel like there's going to be a revolt in technology. And you're like going to almost have like going back to more basic.
Well, I think there already is. I mean, look at all these kids who want to dress like it's the 90s and and look at people who are using like Game Boys, like we were talking about Game Boys, and like people who are like going back to vintage this and vintage that. People crave human connection, and back when shit was just simpler, there was more. The world was better. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. We have made it too convenient to be passive, and we're just being compliant to just zoning out all the time. Look at TikTok. I don't have TikTok, for the record.
You're lucky.
Because TikTok is dumbing down the entire society of America.
I have it, and I go through my TikToks. Only what's sent to me once a week. It's usually 20 that Laura sent me.
Yep.
And then I shut it off. You
know what? There is some good entertainment value there, and you know what? Fucking me, like I'm preaching to people who like I don't know how to fucking relax. All I do is fucking work. So maybe if that helps you relax, that's cool. And you only live once, and if you can be happy and whatever. But I do think that we're conforming to less freedoms. Like old cars, you could stick your fucking head out the fucking, you can get, you can
ghost ride the whip.
You can ghost ride the whip. You can smash into a car behind you. You know what I mean? So I think, and my point is, I think these systems we're complaining about as enthusiasts, and I think everyone will agree with me, we're going to complain about them, but it's going to get these terrible drivers under conformity and control. So we can just go out in a fucking 98 Honda Prelude and just hammer down.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Or whatever the fuck.
Rip that H22, boys.
Whatever you want to drive.
SH.
You know what I mean? And go out, and everybody else is going to have like lane change assist. So if you're coming, they're just going to move over, hopefully.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if they had the left lane. That's what they should
I can't remember if we talked about that, but
Do they
I'm
have
sorry.
that?
Any new cars,
move over,
lane,
bitch.
no, lane change assist or lane keeping assist, the first system to defeat when you get into the vehicle.
Yeah. That's the lane keep, but it does keep you between the lines.
That Tiguan, but like,
So
If
I
you-
don't use
if you
it because I
move
know
over-
my cars
I don't
have
use
it.
it.
Yeah.
But
I don't have a problem keeping it between the lines, so I shut it off.
No, I know. No, most people, but most
but
people
like-
are fucking texting and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
but like, I'm moving over before I'm hitting the blinker, and that motherfucker's trying to fight me.
Yeah,
And
it's the worst.
It's
it's
aggravating, and like the vibration.
Well, customers will come in and they're like, oh, if they've never been in the car
Yeah.
before, they're like,
Oh.
oh, it pulls.
I,
And I'm like, oh, it's not
No.
an alignment issue. You have lane changes.
I almost got-
the other thing. Sorry, the
No,
other thing
you're fine.
is my car vibrates randomly.
Your steering wheel vibrates.
Yeah, it's because you're not using your goddamn blinker when you're turning in different lanes.
Al does it because he likes it.
Or you're asleep, you're asleep
Put
at
it
the
in my
wheel.
butthole.
I don't know.
But no,
You agree though about the fact that we're kind of getting the people who don't want to be
Yeah.
drivers
No,
to
I
just get
agree,
in a box
but
and
also,
go down the road.
Also, goddamn it, I'll give it to Volkswagen. At least when you shut off your lane keep assist, it doesn't throw like a warning light on the dash to show you that it's off. The worst thing about the Mazda that I have for work is that I have a nice orange light on my dash.
Yeah.
that shows that the lane keeping assist is off. And I hate that.
Oh, that's
If you're driving at night, it would probably be in pain.
It's annoying. I do
Why
not like
would
it, but
it's almost like an error.
Yeah, but the reason
Yeah,
why I shut
yeah.
it off is because when I had my 23 V60 cross country, there was a mail truck kind of hanging half out in the lane from on 28 in Auburn, hanging out, kind of in the middle of the lane. And I went to go try to change lane or like just go over the center line a little bit because no cars coming, just to go around them to like give them a little bit of a room. And the car literally yanked
It
back into the lane. And I, no lie, was probably millimeters from clipping this mail truck.
Wow.
And I was like, I was done with the car. I mean, anyone, we've talked about it, but that car was the worst 4,000 miles of car ownership I've ever had. It was in the shop 13 times for various issues. So I got rid of that
What
thing
year was that?
23.
Yeah, it was brand new.
You think the newer ones are better?
I doubt it.
So I hate to say, like,
This is the V70.
that was a V60.
Wagon.
V60 cross.
wagon.
The black
Thing looks
the
sick,
black
though.
wagon. Beautiful car.
100%.
Like
Probably one of my favorite newer cars.
Yeah,
that you
from
bought,
from a looks perspective, like I hunted that car down.
Lara
sick.
wanted an S90, and I put the kibosh on
Yeah.
that
So
thing.
what was I always tell people, I'm like, well, Mike, he's a little bit particular. Was it actually you being particular, or was it actual issues?
So my thing was like I had, before I bought that, I remember after I sold my All Track, I got my 4Runner.
Yep.
4Runner ended up just being an opportunity. I loved it. I loved having a new 4Runner. But my problem was like, if you have a 4Runner, you use it for what it's made for.
Right.
Off-roading and stuff like that. I'm not the type of person that's going to bring a brand new $50,000 SUV on trails and scratch it up and bounce it off the ground and stuff. Like, that's just not, in my opinion, that's like, unless you've got buku dollars or fuck you money.
Like,
you gotta be
invested. You got to be invested, or you're willing to keep it.
You're going to
for a
hold
long
on to
time.
that thing for 10 plus
You
years.
don't care about the resale.
But it was
value.
it was in the COVID bubble. I got it for a song and a dance because my dad was working at Toyota at the time. So I ended up selling it. I drove it for 6 months and I ended up selling it for 10 grand more than I bought it for. So it was great. So I bought my S60. It was an R Design T5. Amazing car. Quality wise, fit and finish, drive. It reminded me of all my old Saabs.
Yeah.
So it was like the perfect car.
What color was that?
Gray.
It was a gray.
Yeah, it was gray.
A darker
yeah,
gray,
it was
right?
darker gray with the 19s and everything like that. So it was a beautiful car. But then we found out Shauna was pregnant, so I was like, okay, with the baby.
Naturally, you got to get a wagon.
Well, yeah. So I remember I had gone up to Holso's house with it, and he had the strollers, and I went to go put them in the trunk, and it was tight. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm like, I'm gonna get a V6.
Wait, did you test fit the
Yeah, I did.
strollers?
Yeah, so
With his
of course he did.
Yeah.
Oh, what
so,
a guy.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get the V60. So it was the first year when they switched to the B5. So it was the mild hybrid, whatever.
Yep.
So I went hunting around and I was trying to match the specs of my S60. Like it had the Harman Kardon stereo and like the 19s and stuff like that. Didn't want tan interior, but the only one I could end up locking down was black with tan interior. It had the 19s, didn't have Harman Kardon, but I was like, you know what? It's a good deal. Negotiated a deal with the dealership. Ended up having the Polestar tune put on it and stuff like that. So it was great. But the thing is like when you buy a 51, I think it was like 51 grand or something like that, like there's certain expectations. The trim around the fenders should not be falling off the car in ill fitting. So
It's not a Toyota or a Honda.
Yeah, it's not a Toyota or a Honda. You shouldn't be having these issues with the assist systems. We took it up when we did our baby moon. We took it up to Quebec City. And on the way home, driving back to Quebec City, the digital dash and the radio completely died. Dark. No sound, no nothing, no blinker, bonks, nothing.
And it's all digital, so you
And
can't you're not getting like any signals.
Yeah,
right?
I had no idea where we were. I'm just driving around, so it's like I'm looking at my phone to try to like, oddly enough, still connect it to CarPlay.
Yeah, it was.
But everything was black.
Was that a first year change though?
But
With
it was the
infotainment?
same so there was an infotainment change. So like Volvo had their Census system, which was like their own homegrown system, which was pretty decent.
Yeah.
But then they switched to Google.
Have you looked into it? Do you know if they fixed it?
I know that there's still issues with it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, like I kind of after that car kind of wrote Volvo off because
Yeah.
I was like, it was such a problem child that I was like, I'm not going to spend that much money on a car. And then literally, like I drove the loaners
More than you drove.
more than I drove my own car.
Was there any like suspension or engine issues? Or was just
So
mostly-
it had flat spotted tires from the factory.
Yep.
They would not replace the tires
Because it probably sat in the lot for 5-6 months
it was
before they sold it.
fresh off the truck.
Really?
Fresh off the truck. It was
Oh,
an
wow.
incoming unit.
what kind of tires?
They were
Bridgestones.
No, they were Pirellis.
Pirellis are tough, dude.
We sell a shit
When the
ton.
Touaregs were new, Pirellis were awful.
Yeah.
Flat spots so
Well,
bad.
and they tried to blame it on the
Scorpions.
fact
Pirelli
yeah,
Scorpions.
because at the
Yeah.
time I was only going to the office.
P7s.
I don't remember.
I think these were P7s
Yeah,
that were on
we
it.
sell a
Dude,
shit
I
ton.
swear we had at least a half a dozen Touaregs. I forget what year range.
Yeah.
But it was probably the T3 executives mostly with the Pirellis. We literally would go through the road force. We would do the balance, everything, and rotate them around. It was like nothing. And the cars, they might have sat on the lot for a little bit. We ended up just putting Michelins on like 6 to 12 cars.
Yeah.
Either a half a dozen or a dozen in the time that I've been there when we were selling Touaregs. It was like, yep, those got to come off. And it was always like somebody had to get involved. Like
Yeah, you gotta
somebody
get approval.
from Volkswagen,
Yep.
Pirelli has to get involved.
Yeah.
And it was like, so I get that because
Yeah.
they're kind of a hard compound. So if
Yeah.
they develop a flat spot, it's not like a Conti.
Well,
where
not
it
only
just-
that, and they tried to blame it. They're like, "Oh, well, you only drive the car like 3 days a week or 4 days a week, so
Shouldn't
like
fucking
that's
matter.
why." And I'm like, "It doesn't matter." I'm like, literally, I'm like, I have cars that sit for 2 weeks and don't have an issue. So it was like between that, the electrical glitches,
right.
the frigging cladding around the car falling off and ill fitting and stuff like that. I was
It's
just
a Mark
like,
II Volvo.
yeah. Yes. Fortunately, the dealer I bought it from ended up buying it back for me, and I didn't lose money on it.
Okay, so it
that
wasn't a great car. So if
wasn't
you're gonna
a great car.
if you're gonna buy one, don't buy a 23.
No. Bucket list car, though? 240 brick. Like a early 80s. Bucket list.
Going back to the good old square
Yeah.
Volvos.
Yeah, like that's the best.
Yeah.
What didn't Doug say that was like the best? He said
He
that
may-
was
he
the
may
peak.
have.
I'm pretty sure Doug said that was like the peak engineering.
He may have.
He said that once they move past that,
The 850s and the 960.
no, not just,
No.
not
I'm
just,
saying like that was kind of where it like I don't
was
know.
it? Wait, it must have been Doug. I'm pretty sure it was Doug because he really liked those.
It probably was Doug.
And he was like saying that like after that, the Europeans just kind of got too complicated because those things run forever.
ever.
Well, I think there's a resounding trend with manufacturers. I think once they get rid of their 5-cylinder engines,
Yeah. No,
there's a downward trend.
that's not a debatable topic.
Audi.
On this.
Audi 5-cylinder.
Well, they brought it back though.
Okay, so I read
they brought
something
it back
today.
in
So
successful
the
vehicles.
25th,
no. All right, go on.
the 25th anniversary of the Golf R. Right? Was this one of your topics? No, it's not news.
It is though.
It's
it is
not.
though.
It's not official.
It's not, but I
It's
have
definitely
something
not
to piggyback
official.
off on it.
Okay, so I read something today.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was just, I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what he's
go
got
on.
going on right now.
No, go on.
He's
Let's
got
talk
his own
about it.
plans.
Let's talk about it.
I was gonna say that there's some 25th anniversary Golf R.
Yep.
And there's a rumor.
2027 Volkswagen Golf R to use Audi RS3 5-cylinder
It's
engine.
not official.
It's not official. All right.
Definitely not. And I'm pretty sure it's been debunked.
Oh, all right.
And I think if it is true, then I have a Golf for trade.
Because if it is true, I'm
I don't
buying
know. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a new car that I might consider.
100%.
They
I
would
would
Because
consider
that's
that.
that's the new R32 right there.
Yes.
That's a Mark IV R32.
Yep.
They
in
won't.
the-
They won't do it.
Golf.
I don't
Mark,
think so.
That's a Mark 6 R32.
That's a 7-speed DSG with what is it? The DQ 500. Those fucking motors with the RS3. I mean, those are so capable. I mean, you can build them or you can drive them stock or whatever. I mean, they're just super capable. The Mark 8 I do like, but you know, I do like my Mark 7. It's pretty quick, but you're never gonna beat the 5-cylinder sound. You know,
No.
you can't. And you know what? I do listen to the exhaust on my Golf R, and I don't hate it. But
It's not great.
It's not like
But
my
it's not-
3.6 Mark IV.
it's
where
Not a
just,
VR and it's not a 2.5. Yeah.
You know that like.
No, but all
I'm gonna make the worst.
yeah, all 2 liter. all,
I can't. I wish I could make a Wookiee sound. I cannot. Yeah.
Dude, I heard one the other day, and I was like, I think I can do that. And then I
No,
tried
but
to do it.
every time I
couldn't
try
do
to do it, I can't. I wish I have friends that can do it. I'm like, fuck, why can't I do that?
That's another thing we should do. We should do an open contest for who can make the best.
well, that was
VR
like that
noises.
old video that used to be circulating around of the guy that would do like all the car sounds, and he would do like the
yeah.
single turbo Supra, the twin turbo Supra, what is it, Kenny Bell or Ken Bell supercharged Mustang or whatever, and he would just be able to like make those sounds, and it was ridiculous.
So that was your news, though?
That was one of them.
Your news was fake news?
It was,
Was that AI?
I know
Well,
it
that's
wasn't.
just-
I fucking came across it on Facebook or Instagram.
I'm telling you.
I took a screenshot.
It's not official.
But it wasn't all of it. But Stellantis
Stellantis?
recalls 1 million Jeeps that could catch fire.
Stellantis.
Are you fucking surprised?
No, not really.
That's
But I was
because
like,
they're
1 million
still an
Jeeps?
anus.
They're still an anus.
Just throw a rubber
so,
ducky
like,
in there.
in the fleet world, right? So it's like anybody
1 million.
anyone who runs cargo vans, right?
Yep.
So it's like we're in the world where we do like TCO analysis. So it's
Stellantis.
like, yeah.
No, it's still anus.
Still an anus.
Still an anus.
But it's like you get a Chevy Express van, right? You know what you're getting. It's like
Yes.
the old school 4.3 V6, or you get a 6.6 V8 in it, right? You get a Ford Transit. It's got the 3.5, or you get the 3.5 EcoBoost in it. And then you've got the ProMaster, right? You've got the front wheel
Is this
drive.
Stellantis?
Yeah, because it's.
I'm not familiar
So
with
Stellantis is like Ram, Jeep,
Yeah,
Chrysler,
yeah.
Dodge.
I know it's Chrysler.
Fiat.
I know it's Chrysler,
So the
but-
ProMaster is their cargo van.
That's what they call them now?
Yeah.
Pro Master?
ProMasters.
Beta.
But
Pro Masturbator.
they,
Ow. He's going to be 50 soon.
Whatever.
Whatever, bro.
Whatever, man.
so these things, people are always like, oh, like you can get them so cheap. Yeah, no shit. They have to throw nearly a fucking $10,000 incentive
Yeah.
at these things
You want a Dodge?
to sell them.
You want a Dodge, a
Have you-
fucking Chevy
have you
or
ever-
Ford?
have
You
you-
can literally go in and get massive incentives.
Have you-
Not Ford.
No, not
Fords?
Fords, really.
If you want an F-150, you can definitely go in there.
Yeah, but it's not as much as
No,
it used to be.
you
The
could
Ford-
still
no,
go
no,
in
no,
there,
no.
though.
I would say the
You
Ford.
go on there on December 31st, you're getting a
Yeah.
fucking deal.
Have you ever,
I mean-
have you ever looked up Dodge in the dictionary? It says to avoid.
Dude, you remember when Dodges were cool?
No.
All right, maybe
Yeah,
a Dodge Shadow
19
from like 91.
All right, how about
Shadow's
Dodge
fuck.
Omni with the turbo?
Shadow's fuck.
how about a
Shadow's fuck.
first gen Viper?
Okay.
First gen,
the,
yeah.
the Widowmaker.
Hey, you know what? If it kills you, at least you'll die happy.
You're not wrong.
No lane assist in that bitch.
no. They didn't.
It's assisting
They
you.
didn't do
into
any.
the,
They
into
didn't,
the fucking.
Didn't the first
The
gens
ditch.
not even have ABS?
no. I don't think they put ABS in those things until the late 2000s,
Dude,
and
who-
they were forced to.
How about the maniacs that were just buying a Dodge Viper and then just sending it down to Hennessy? And they were like, "We're gonna make
They're
this."
like,
But that's
we're gonna kill you, but we want them to really
yeah,
kill
but
you.
you're getting back into like the cooler era of cars. Like,
Yeah.
come on, like the Plymouth Prowler. Like, who the hell decided that was like, we're gonna make that?
So, somebody the people have swapped those.
Well, you need to because they only had.
There's
I think it was a 3.6 V6 in
Yeah,
them.
it was like a Chrysler 3.6.
Yeah,
It was like,
yeah, it was the same.
Like
it was the same engine out of a
Chrysler
Caravan.
300.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sucked.
They didn't put ABS in those things till 2001.
Yeah, you didn't need it then.
Nah, you didn't want it either.
In the 90s, if it killed you, you were dead, and you were happy.
I mean, realistically,
just
if
had
you
your
crashed,
Walkman
if you
on.
crashed any '90s car, that was
Anti-lock
pretty-
brakes.
My
fucking crazy.
my parents bought a Dodge Grand Caravan from Alan Mello Dodge in Nashua.
Yep.
And it was like the Dodge Viper of minivans. I swear to God, it had that same front bumper. You know, the one with the big,
Yep.
like the big gills and everything. And I remember my dad got it home, and I was like, "Oh, that's like kind of aggressive looking." He got like this whole sport pack.
Oh,
and
it was the
everything.
RT.
It was like the RT pack, and it was silver too, which was like kind of uncommon. Like silver's like
Yeah.
new looking.
Nobody
right?
bought a silver
My mom
minivan.
goes, "Oh my God, your dad's such a hot rodder." You know what I mean? Like it was embarrassing.
I'm gonna give him an over the pants hand job tonight.
It was embarrassing, and I was like, "Oh my god, my dad loved those people down at Allen Mello. He loved
man.
Dodges.
Yeah.
He was just
I
like a
get it.
Chrysler guy, but he had Ford trucks, and he also he liked Chevys too. So I was like, Dad, you're kind of.
Do you remember the garbage like 90s Ford ads that were like, I'm a Ford truck man. That's all I drive.
No.
I ain't got no boundaries. I don't compromise.
Oh my god, no! But
No, but we're gonna look that up.
We're gonna have to find that and repost it.
Honestly, Chevy with the heartbeat of America,
Yeah.
pretty solid market.
They ran that forever.
Like a rock.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, if I had to choose of all three, and I went through the Ford training program, and they had a great program for techs, I would choose. I've always liked Chevys, man.
See,
GMC.
modern day truck, I'd run with a Ford all
If
day.
you were gonna
Yeah,
pick,
Fords
wait,
are
are we
good.
talking like
Fords are
90s or
No,
just in general?
I'm just talking in general. If you had to pick from the beginning of time, if you had to, if you had to choose,
I'm picking a Chevy truck.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going Chevy.
I'd pick a Chevy
Ford's
until
good, but-
probably like late 2010s.
If you
Yeah,
get this
yeah.
far in the podcast and you finally get to the car talk, let us know on Spotify
Chevy,
or wherever.
Ford.
What would you pick? Chevy,
Or-
Dodge,
Chevy-
or Ford?
Ram.
Yeah, Chevy, Ford, or
Yeah.
Chrysler,
Dodge, Chrysler, yeah.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
shit, different toilet.
basically.
Yeah.
Didn't they own like Saturn? Who owned
The
Saturn?
GM.
GM owned Saturn.
Saab too, at one point.
They
Sadly.
end up yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Sadly.
They collected them.
Yeah. Don't buy a Saab unless it has a Scania badge on it.
Yeah. What else do you got?
Although there's still GM.
What else do I got?
involved.
What else does Al have?
I got a couple more.
Zinger.
So I did a clutch and a mini a couple weeks ago, and he wanted me to put an aftermarket shifter base in it. And I
saw that. It
I
looked
was
good.
told, yeah, it was cool. I saved the pictures
Yeah,
so I could post them later after we talked about it. I meant to talk about it last weekend and just
Spaced.
it spaced it. I didn't put it in my notes, but it looks
'Cause
like
you're old.
It 100%.
Could have put it in your notes.
But it looks like the Mark II one that a lot of people use. I don't know what brand it is, but
CAE.
okay. So I kind of want to get one now after putting one in this car.
So there's
different brand.
There's a different one. What was the brand? Do you remember?
He bought it from ECS. It
So
was
there's-
but it was like $900.
Two brands in the Volkswagen Audi world: CAE and then Coolerworxs.
Coolerworxs. That was the one I put in.
It's a nice shifter.
So
I think they're from Poland.
It might
They're
be
decent.
It was a nice shifter.
And also, if you email them, they
Yep.
respond because
Okay.
I put one in the Adam's Rabbit.
All right.
And it shifts fucking money, dude.
The stock cables plug right into it.
Yep.
And you basically have to adjust the rod on the side just to get the swing.
Yep.
So it hits the reverse in 5th or 6th gear.
Right.
Whatever it is. And I put it in. The only problem was, and he knew the console wasn't going to fit over it. So I took a picture of the console on top of it just to show him. And then when he came to my house to pick it up, I basically showed him and I was like, I want to cut it here and here. So I took out my air saw and gave it a clip and we put it in because he was losing both his cup holders, but he kept the one in the back so he could at least have that one.
So he has one cup holder
But yes, he has one cup holder
for race car
for
status?
race car stuff. But the problem is with like newer cars like that, and a Mark II, it's not a big deal because you don't have an ABS button.
Yeah.
You don't have your iDrive button that controls the screen because you had navigation. So if it wasn't for that stuff, you could basically delete the console, but you couldn't because you had all the other buttons.
So how did you trim it?
So I basically trimmed it I left like half the console there where it rounded in the front where the shift boot would go on. So you had the iDrive button and that was basically it. And then you lose everything in the front. You lose your USB plug, which isn't a big deal,
Right.
but you lose your ABS and there was something else. I forget what it was. But I basically popped them out of the console and there was a little 10 mil stud. I kind of put it on top of that.
Yeah.
And I was like, at least you have the button.
Right.
And it's plugged in and I go, your USB.
Send them to Ryan.
So he
can have him if he wants to graph something up.
yeah,
You know, Ryan can do it.
But so he basically is like, I can buy an aftermarket. I guess
Oh, okay.
I guess there's people that make aftermarket console stuff for it.
Yep.
I'm assuming they 3D print it. But I was like, yeah, whatever. If you find it and you want me to put it in, I can. If not, it's not that hard. He saw me put the console back in. It's not hard.
So you're happy with it though?
Yeah. No, I actually liked it because it was a short shift
Yeah.
kit. And I was like, I actually want to buy one of these. I'll probably buy the CAE version.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Was it a Cooper?
It was a S. Yeah, it was a 2013.
So like Sean's?
No, he's got an R5306.
Still got to drive that. I got to drive his car, man.
Next time, if he comes up,
When you posted photos, I was like,
Dude,
I remember
the car-
now. I remember that's a
car's
sick
sick.
ass
Great.
car.
It's a great car.
Sick. And it's a great color.
You would 100% love driving that car.
Because it's a driver's car.
Yes, 100% driver's car.
And I'm a driver.
You would love driving it.
I always like that Volkswagen slogan, drivers wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that kind of beckons the call. Like
I just
we're all fucking drivers.
Yeah.
We want to fucking drive.
I just
man.
remember back in the day when you were at in the dealership and they had like gray one, red one, blue one.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everybody had like collected all of those
the plates.
and stuff like that. That was
Yeah, I liked the install with Adam's Coolerworxs.
Yep. I'll have to look at it now that I know it's the same one.
Complete race car though,
But-
so it's
but,
it's
like, it was
stripped.
cool.
It's stripped. I didn't have to build a console around it, but I have seen one of the slickest setups I've ever seen was AMS Autoworks. They're out of Jersey.
Okay.
That guy, I think his name's Diego. If you guys don't follow him,
that's the guy that builds all like the 1,000 horsepower plus GTRs and stuff like that.
That guy is so dedicated to his craft. It is unbelievable. I mean, I've literally watched his stories for years, and sometimes I'll message him. I'm like, dude, how do you do it? He has dedicated himself to custom shit and will not compromise 1 ounce of effort.
I mean, that's how it should be, though.
Hey,
You're gonna
I'm
build
sure
it.
he charges accordingly
Yeah,
because
yeah.
New Jersey and the shop is sick. They have like crazy, but like he won't beat around the bush. Like if he doesn't like your project, he tells you to fuck off.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
he's
don't
just
wanna
like
work
an
on
old
it.
school Jersey guy. He's like, no, man. Like, and
I'm going to build it this way. You're going to pay this, and it is what it is.
and it's like if you want us to do it, we're gonna do it 100%, and we're gonna put all our effort in. But I don't understand how he pumps out the volume of nasty modified cars. It would be like if you hired, like he must go through tax.
I was
Like,
going to say, does he have a bunch of guys working for him?
he does, but I don't know how you could work for him and be like,
This type of quality.
it's so hard to be like, unless like I don't know what your salary would have to be and all that shit. Like, I mean, this guy, I mean, these cars that come out are so nasty. Like old school Benzes that are like perfect. Like everything's perfect. New BMWs, Lamborghinis, Ferraris.
Yeah.
But like I'm talking like he's got style and like taste. Like he's been into 80s Volkswagens. That's his thing, right? Like and Vanagons and stuff like that, like just weird ass shit. So follow him, definitely follow him. Yeah, I think it's AMS Autoworks, but I forget I think his personal thing is probably just AMS Autoworks. He must, I don't know if he does all the shit, but he's done so many of those shifter installs.
Yeah.
And like he'll do an Instagram story about how he made it work perfectly in this vehicle and like suede wrapped it, and it's just, I don't know if that's the extent
Yeah,
you
no,
went to.
no. But I mean, I had to drop the old shifter at the bottom.
Yeah.
So I had to undo everything and then mount it up. And
Did
it
you
doesn't mount up.
Do you mount it on the top?
No,
Or
because
it was-
ours mount up through the bottom.
Okay, all right,
So
all right.
this one they designed it to
Because
mount up
some of
through
them,
the bottom.
some of them actually mount and they
Yeah.
bolt through the floor.
Yep.
So you have to now build the
Oh.
console around that.
No,
you
it
know what I
it
mean?
was
so.
so you mount it up through the same holes
Yep.
through the bottom. You thread it up, but they give you extra 10 mil bolts to put through the top.
So install wasn't too bad,
Just
though?
to secure it. No, and then it basically I used all the same clips that hold the cables in. The only different thing that I didn't know what to do was how to adjust it, and I figured it out. It's not rocket science.
Yeah, shout out to Coolerworxs. I had no issues with
it's
my
really
install
cool.
either. And honestly, like I said, replying on custom stuff, if you get an email back sometimes when you're trying to figure something out, that goes a long way.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if you don't get an email, it's like fuck, man, like where am I
What-
going to go for
Yep.
here?
What are you
Like,
gonna do?
So when Adam originally, when we were building the Rabbit, he ordered it for an O2A. But when I was building the transmission, I was like, we should really go to an O2J, do O2J cables. So I was like, but the shifter ends are different.
Yep.
The cables are different on the shifter box. So I emailed them. I was like, hey, like I actually got an O2J now, basically. So I need those. We're going to run those cables. So I need those attachment points to your Coolerworxs shifter. Dude, they got back to me in like a day.
So what they end up doing? They
Sent
send
me
you different
They
stuff,
sent me. It was like $60 shipped from like Poland.
and you just swap the
I think
points?
it was Poland. I want to say it was Poland. But they gave me all the fittings, and I just swapped them on, and it went together. And in March, I put them in, and it was good. So yeah, I was pretty pumped about that. But yeah,
Lithuania.
Lithuania. That's
Yep.
correct. Yeah. And you know what's funny? The customer the Adam, he's Lithuanian. How weird is that? I'm gonna have to tell him that.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Fucking weird.
It's fucking weird, man. All right, what else you got?
All right, so I know we've come across it, and Oogie Boogie sent it to us.
Aggie Boo Boo?
Ooga Boo Boo. AI made for car show flyers. What do you think?
Lazy.
AI made.
Lazy.
I don't know. I did one for my barbecue.
I mean,
And he came to it
I mean, I made them.
last year.
No, but like
I'm a busy guy.
I use AI all the time. Like it is what it is. But like
so
for a car show flyer,
I know what he's talking about.
yeah.
Roots Classic.
So I said the same thing, and he's like, "Oh, there's multiple, but I'm not gonna call anybody out." But I said the same thing. I'm like, "Roots," and he's like, But
Well, I think people are targeting Roots right now.
I think people are
because
just hating on Roots. They hate on Roots.
And you know what? I don't know what happened politically
Yeah.
there. I went last year with you, and
I
that's all I
loved
know.
it.
It was a great time. It was a great time. It was a little different from the years prior because I talked to multiple people, and they said that it was actually better years prior because of the way that the night events,
Yeah.
the Mud Hen, they
Yep,
had
yep.
the car show. Basically, this would be a car show Mike would want to go to. You could go to a very fancy restaurant, get a couple drinks, walk out in the parking lot, and go shoot the shit with people and look at their cars.
Yeah.
That did not happen last year when we went to Roots.
No.
It was some weird spot. There was a DJ. There was a liquor store. It was kind of a.
I didn't even think it was a liquor store.
It was a little
It
strange.
was a store that was like closed down, but you could walk in and
Yeah, it was,
take a shit.
It was
Like literally, like the bathroom was open.
It was weird, man. Like, and honestly, from an outsider's perspective, like, would you say, it probably would have been different if we went.
But like as a first timer, like it was cool.
It was still cool.
but, like-
and also the quality of cars and the people that brought
Yeah.
them. But what I've heard a lot this year, and I don't know anybody who runs the show, so
Yeah, I don't either.
Hey, man, if you wanna hit us up and.
Hey, I can't judge because
We
I
can
used
talk
AI.
about it.
I
Yeah,
used
yeah.
AI to design our fucking logo.
But I think that people are.
Lazy.
Hey, lazy. I mean, it took me like 20 renditions to get
Yeah.
the fucking thing right because the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was in the non-right sequence. Like AI is not easy to use, but if you're lazy,
Well,
and
no,
just-
it's the same thing. It's garbage in, garbage out.
have you seen the
Don't
Dodge?
quote him on that.
Yeah, yeah.
AI is not easy to use.
I mean, it is and
Literally.
it isn't. You
No,
have,
it is, but you have to know what you're
Have you seen
doing.
the Dodge AI thing?
No.
It's got a fucking Tacoma on it.
Oh, nice.
Like they sent out like an
Dodge
AI.
Dodge used AI.
Yeah,
and
they used an AI image,
advertised for
and
a
it was a
competitor?
fucking Tacoma.
nice.
So like, if you're not paying attention to shit, it's like the people that get a shifter tattoo, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like,
Okay,
You know
so
what
I read the comments on the AI post from Roots.
whoopsie.
All right, so just out in the open, full transparency, a lot of people were mad because they were like, there are designers and photographers. I would argue Volkswagen is the most weird of all the car enthusiasts, right? Besides Saab and like maybe Peugeot. Mike.
The Peugeot Owners Club.
Right? Like, Al.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
So
We're
and
an odd group.
Okay, so the argument was, why would you use an AI banner if you have graphic design?
It's a fucking Tacoma.
It's a Tacoma
on a
my God.
T-shirt.
Wait, no, that might be a Ram, dude.
No, it's
That's
not. It's a Tacoma.
Ram. That's
That's
Tacoma.
100% a
That's
Tacoma.
a Tacoma. Somebody had shared it a couple weeks ago, and
Well, that's how you make a Ram reliable.
no, I mean 100% it is.
So here's where I'm going with this, and I don't even care if we finish this statement.
Yeah.
Because I don't even fucking know the guys that run Roots.
Yeah.
I know
don't
there were
either.
a couple of guys who dropped off, and then there was a couple of people who were associated with separated the situation. I don't fucking know what happened. I thought it was a good time last year.
I did too.
I heard something about them not refunding people if they couldn't show up. They were just still charging them. I don't know if that's true or
But
not.
I mean, I went to Waterfest one year and I didn't show
Waterfest
up.
was
No, but-
fucking brutal, though.
but still,
they
like-
were like, if you don't clean your gas cap,
Oh,
you're gonna
yeah.
get points docked.
That
It was
happened-
like
that
it was like
happened
the
to me.
least car people judging your car
Yeah.
of all time.
But like, if you don't show up, I registered. I didn't show up. I don't expect to get my money back.
It's convention center. It's
Yeah.
expensive. I don't know the story. I don't know the political situation going on with that whole show. But I think that's where a lot of the people were saying that, oh, wow, you use a fucking AI banner when
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have a million graphic designers
Yes.
and a million photographers. And you know what? It actually made me think. You're right. So if anyone wants
sure
to
there's-
design
yeah.
a poster for my Facebook invite, hit me up. And you can come to my barbecue in Candia after the Volks Fair car show in what? Is it July
say
26th
it's
or
like-
something?
It's probably 4 weeks away,
Yeah.
5 weeks away.
Yeah. I'm hoping some people come that didn't come last year that would love the show, that love like the classic stuff, you know? But regardless, I get what people are saying. Don't use AI. Don't use AI when you could just create something.
But like a thing like
how would you
Roots-
say it? Like organically.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
I mean,
like you have all these people who are associated. Like, don't do an AI banner, but you know, like
especially a show like Roots that has such a pretty big following. Somebody in that could have designed you
if
what
you have the
needed.
right people around you.
Yeah.
But I mean, you had an AI banner for this podcast, and we're doing all right. Right?
I
Kind
mean,
of.
maybe at this point, but when I was building it,
Yeah.
I was trying to build it without announcing it.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure everything was done first.
Right.
I wanted to have the equipment. I wanted to make sure you two buttholes were like in for it.
Now we're buttholes.
Your buttholes. But I wanted to make sure
High five, buddy.
Nice, Al. Nice.
I wanted to make sure that like you guys were into it. You know what I mean? I had talked to you briefly before I even talked to you, and I hit you up at Roots. We were out to breakfast. I had actually mentioned to Kim, and Kim was like, "Yeah, I think it would be good for him. I think he'd be not good for him, but I think he would be into it and he'd want to do it." I didn't know.
Rip Dan away from
No.
a garage for 2 hours.
Somebody.
but like I didn't know. I actually didn't know if you'd be into it. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I like talking to you guys.
Yeah, but like
Scheduling's been a little bit of a
it is
issue
what it is.
lately,
But like
you know, he's moving.
He-
He's got 2 kids.
yeah,
I'm
he's-
busy.
He's closing on a house Thursday. He's gonna be there Friday.
Yeah.
That
He's
will
in.
be there Friday. That's
you've
why.
got 7 leagues of softball.
I'm
so
trying to figure it out. And
that's why I don't feel like we have to do it every week, but I'm sure the listeners
we
that
do have to do it every week.
Oh.
I'm down. I'm gonna
Well,
even if it's 40,
I'm just gonna
40
text.
minutes.
I'm gonna text Ben Jensen when I can't make it, because if he can make it,
I tried to see what he was doing
Last
that weekend.
Sunday.
I was trying to get him and Paul.
wait, next
I was trying to get him and Paul this weekend.
this
This like today. I was
Oh,
trying to get him.
really?
But Paul's got Vag Fair,
Yep.
and Ben was going to Vermont for a bachelor party,
Hell yeah.
and it didn't work out.
Have fun, boys.
Yeah, that's what we were saying like last week. Like if I can't make it and you can't make it, I can.
But that's another
and someone else
reason-
can't. We rip off a shorty episode like
Yeah,
last
just-
week and
We should
Call
have
it a day.
June on one time.
Hey, we could. Rah, rah, rah.
yeah.
You know.
She doesn't talk much.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
just sit
there
there.
it is. There it is.
No, we could just fill in the words.
But that's another reason why I was looking into getting a 5th mic. You know what I mean? That way we can be like, hey Ben, you know, do you want to come on? And he could almost just any week that he wants to come on, he can just show up.
Yeah.
I can be like, hey.
That's why we need more mics so we can hang out with him too.
And that's the thing. So like we can just leave it an open invite and be like, hey, we're doing it Friday.
Yeah.
If you want to come on. And if we have a guest, we don't have to worry about not having that 5th spot.
Yeah.
That and I don't know where I was going, but
do we have any news?
there was the fake news from the Golf R and the still anus. That was basically it.
The still anus.
That was basically it.
It's so funny.
But
You still anus.
Still
and they
anus.
just show the picture of the Ram with
Still
it's actually a Toyota.
But I don't know. I guess before we wrap it up, I had one question that I've been kind of holding on to for probably a while. It was a random asked question that I had kind of thought of. Have you ever seen a fight at a car show? Out of all the car shows you've been to, has there ever been a fight?
A real
breakout?
fight?
Yeah, like maybe not like a full blown fist fight, but maybe there was an argument. Somebody shoved somebody.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No.
But I was like, I wasn't sure if
I don't go to those types of shows.
Hey.
Like I vaguely remember like seeing some altercations at Waterfest in the past,
and that's kind of what I was like.
but nothing that would really, stand out
Yeah,
to me. Like, obviously, like you would see people that, like, if you knew you were at a venue, right, and you had some dickhead that started doing burnouts and stuff like that, and you knew that it was going to ruin the event and stuff like that. Like, obviously, people would get heated about that. I can't recall ever seeing like a full blown out like.
I've gone into this like my Instagram algorithm's all fucked up, but I see like fight videos, whether it's girls or guys. But I was just like, I wonder if there's ever been a fight at a car show.
I can guess the 2 brands of vehicles.
No, probably not. Some of them are just like straight up street fights. After drunk people, you know what I mean? After a club or a bar.
I mean, you always see the what was it? The Texas 2K.
Yeah.
There always seem to be some sort of.
So, all right, I didn't even think about that, but I'm sure it's for TV. But Street Outlaws, you know what I mean? You watch that, and fucking some dickhead starts shoving somebody else. And they're fighting because they called jump or whatever. But like that's what I was saying. Like, have you ever seen somebody?
No, not. I've never seen someone get like leveled or something like that. Like I said, outside of the videos that you see from like Texas 2K, where like they're at a gas station and whatever.
Sure.
But it's always a question
For
of
the
whether
most
it's
part, we all go to
fabricated
the
or
same
not,
show,
or
same shows. So
no, and I mean, I like to think anyway that those of us in the scene, whether in or out of it currently at the moment, I think the New England area in general everyone was pretty much friends with each other or like knew of each other or whatever. There was really never
all the shows from
animosity.
Connecticut to Vermont to Maine. Yeah, they're all the same people.
Yeah, I mean, you had your little cliques of people and, who didn't like that clique of, that clique of people
shit,
or who didn't like,
happened.
nothing ever happened.
Yeah. No, that was basically it. Wasn't sure.
Not bad.
Yeah, no.
Not bad.
I have
Just
not
for a
seen,
bunch of bullshit topics I came up with.
So I have not seen a fight at a car show. We induced one, but it was just my friends. And I still have the video on my phone if you want me to upload it.
Oh, you know I do. What happened?
It was at Wolfscart, back when they had the show basically in the front.
Before the indoor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, it was all outside,
Yeah.
and there was that front area right against the street.
Yep. They basically had it in the dirt parking lot.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool, as you would say.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
And we were like, let's see who can win. And they were just wrestling. It was funny. And I still have this on my phone.
That's funny. I'm going to have to see that.
2011 or 2012. But
I think 2010 was the first year. So that kind of makes sense.
And I did find the Ford Truck Man video.
All right.
It was Toby Keith.
Hey, we're going to have to send those into the group chat and we're going to have to upload them.
All right. So 4:00 today. So there was a Formula One race that started.
Well, the race is tomorrow. Quali was today.
Qualifying.
That
which is
none of us has watched.
Where again?
Spain.
It's in Spain.
Barcelona.
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 Okay, so
Barcelona.
check that out. But also the 24-hour Le Mans, pretty legendary
Yep,
race.
yep,
if you've
yep.
heard of it as a car enthusiast,
Couple, 2-3
So I
times.
wanted to rattle off a couple of things because I did a little research on this. It started at 4 today. It ends tomorrow. Concludes tomorrow.
Okay.
The circuit is over 8.4 miles long.
Stupid question. It's always the same location.
Yes.
24, yeah.
Yep.
France.
I just
Yes.
want to make sure.
The winning car typically covers 3,000 plus miles in 24 hours. That is roughly the distance from New Hampshire to California. That's insane. At fucking 200 whatever miles
So
per hour.
they're just doing a gumball rally.
I mean, not wrong.
What has... Oh my God, the gumball is cool as hell. We should talk about that. A full episode of gumball.
Yeah, we 100%.
Everybody knows that the S6 still, or the RS, it was an S6, right? Sedan that dressed up as a Ford
Taurus, yeah.
So cool.
I did
So
not
cool.
hear about that.
Yeah, so it was
Yeah,
an
they-
S6 that the grill kind of looks like a Ford a little bit.
Yeah, so they
Audis.
slapped a Ford badge on it and they put vinyl on the headlights to make it more look like Ford Taurus headlights.
Yeah.
And did
Yeah.
the same with the taillights.
Yeah.
Wow. I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
not
and then
know
obviously you have like the fuel cell in the back and stuff like that.
Are you guys going to watch the Le Mans race?
that. Probably not.
You
but
should.
If I,
It's HBO, I think.
you're gonna have to send me.
Yeah.
Just
I have to
watch
go-
it tomorrow. a
Yeah,
little bit
once
more.
I-
I'll probably
yeah,
watch the last couple hours.
What's the race in Barcelona tomorrow?
It should be pretty early. I think like 9 o'clock or something
I
like
always
that.
9 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the average speed of the Le Mans is 136 to 143. I mean,
Average
they're
speeds,
average.
yeah.
They're cooking.
Yeah,
But
'cause
they do
have this-
200 on the
Yeah, on the straight.
So, what do they call it? The straight. I just
I don't know
just
what it's
had it in
called.
my brain, and I just forgot what it's called. But they put kinks in to the straight, and back in the day, cars could do 200 plus.
Mulsanne.
Mulsanne
straight,
straight,
yeah.
yeah. So back in the day, when cars were literally had fucking halogen headlamps
Yeah, you couldn't see shit.
in the 60s
Yep.
and 70s, 1970s, like they were hauling ass 220 miles an hour on that fucking straight. It's a full, I think it's
It's like 3 miles long or
Yeah, I
something
was
like
just
that.
gonna
It's
Google
something like 3.7 miles. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like
I remember
that number's sticking in my head.
Yeah. I think it was 220 plus miles an hour in a 917, which was
3.7 miles.
Ooh,
Yeah.
spot on.
So eventually,
What'd you say?
I said 3.7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Eventually, they had to implemented kinks into so you had to slow down because it was so fast that people back in the day, especially, were dying. You know,
Because they're
so
hammering down.
pretty
that thing.
legendary race. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was just gonna say,
I heard it for the first time.
Dan fell asleep.
obviously these are terrible. These are terrible.
Are they AI?
I mean,
Are they AI
it was
AI
it
notes?
was a quick. Yeah, it was a quick. Hey, let me Google it real quick.
You
I
gotta
don't
be
know, I
quick.
just thought it
Gotta
was
be
gonna-
quick with it.
I don't know. I thought there was going to be something better. The first, so Porsche has more overall Le Mans victories than any other manufacturer, with 19 overall wins. I don't think they have a factory entry this year. They have Manthey Racing, which is basically Porsche. They're crazy. They're right. I think they're either I believe they're right on the Nürburgring. But they do insane modifications for your Porsche.
Yep.
You know. Okay. Early 917s were capable of nearly 240 miles per hour on the Mulsanne straight.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And guys would do it. Balls of steel. And those cars were literal fucking carbon, just absolute death traps.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. When I went to Rensport reunion, I was like, this is what people... Like, can you imagine doing 120 miles an hour?
No.
150, 160, 180, 240 for like 3 miles. And then just like doing that for like, I mean, they usually do what,
Lap after
three
lap
drivers
after lap.
per team.
Yeah, I think it's usually somewhere around 3 drivers, and then they'll obviously, each driver will have their specialty, whether it's daytime, nighttime.
Yeah.
The short
adverse
tail,
weather.
the short tail 917 was so twitchy that some drivers thought it was trying to kill them. You know the long tail 917s? I don't know if you know.
No.
Yeah.
No,
So it's,
I don't.
So it's
I don't.
it's a Gen 1 Viper.
Yep.
Yeah, except the engine was not in
Yeah.
the front. But yeah, no. I mean, I guess that's all I have.
That's a good weekend for racing.
Yeah, it should be good. I think I've always watched the 24 hours. Not all of them, but it's always fun to watch it. And a lot of, believe it or not, a lot of the cool stuff that's come in modern cars, like European cars are always on the forefront of technology,
Yeah.
right? They push their cars so hard down the racetrack. So LED headlights, like all these things that like they were like, all right, let's develop this so that we can do 240 miles an hour, right? That just trickles down to passenger cars. That's why like
Yeah. Eventually.
and now we're just in this age of, hey, like soccer moms just trying to get soccer kids to fucking soccer. And it's like, it's so bad because, I mean, even like, it's just like, what is the pinnacle of racing right now? Like fucking Formula One. It's a money. I don't know. I feel like maybe have we run out of technology to the point where that regular enthusiasts are going to appreciate it, Is it just infotainment shit at this point? Is it just
Realistically,
driver
yeah.
system? Because
It's driver assistant.
before racing was what determined how good a car could be. And now it's complete. It's a separation of transportation, whereas before it was like the enthusiasm was there. So I don't know. We'll leave that on a. I'm curious about that.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to see how it goes with cars. But
Yeah.
some people think that in the future, like people won't even be buying old cars. Like they won't even be legal to drive on the road because they won't be safe enough.
I mean, people are driving 30s and 40s cars, so I don't know.
Yeah,
they?
we can leave it on that thought and give us your comments.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think.
And
Do you want to buy a 1930s car?
fuck no.
No.
I don't even want to buy 70s cars. Unless,
You want to buy old
70s
cars all the time.
70. Yeah, I want to buy old cars. No,
90s is old now.
I mean, but think about it. And like an 80s car, it's fucking 40 years old now. 45. Like it's crazy.
It's a weird thing to think about because when you put your kids in a car that's old, are you worried about being unsafe?
You shouldn't be.
But when you were younger, you were like, I'm just in this bitch.
Yeah. No seatbelt.
Didn't
Just
Volvo have a
hanging out.
seat that was facing the other way?
It was
The rear jump seats.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were just watching cars rear end you, and you were like, you know what?
I remember my grandfather had a
fucking
93 green Taurus wagon. My cousin and I would always sit in the back of that thing.
Laura talks about being in the back of her parents' Suburban just with a playpen upside down. Just hanging out.
Yeah, man.
No seatbelt, no seat. Just
Simpler
driving.
times.
Going down south.
If you die, you die.
If you die, you die.
But the risk is worth it. And I
is.
think that's where we need to leave it.
I'm in. All right, that about wrap it up with death. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Amazon Music, Pocket Cast. You can follow us on Three Pedals Podcast, Car House. Follow us each on Capone, Mike at Send It, Dan at Dan J Pendleton. And send all your complaints to Dan. Thanks for listening.
And DriveWorks.
And DriveWorks. Send them all to DriveWorks.
Please.
Send them all there. You'll get a response in 3 to 5 business days.
Maybe 10.
Maybe 10. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.